Mr. Rhodes.
I don't see him yet. Would you like me to text him, Miss Bridgewater?
Yes, if you don't mind, please.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Miss Bridgewater, he says he's in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you. The host will let him in soon.
Okay, thank
I
you.
appreciate your help.
No problem.
Okay, bye-bye.
Hey, Miss Bridgewater.
Hey, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Is the second set of consents the ones you want me to present to the judge?
Yes.
Okay, I destroyed the first set and also I
Sorry
changed.
about that. In
That's
the
okay.
body of them, I had the wrong charge. Yeah.
That's okay. And also I've changed today's date. You had the 13th on those, so I just whited it out and put the 14th.
Oh, today is the 14th. Okay, thank you. That's
No problem. All right, just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Well,
Okay,
being on the same day helps. I appreciate you.
you're welcome. Okay.
I'm sorry, Miss Bridgewater. May I be heard for a moment?
Yes, I hope I can help you.
Yes, I'm Rory Starkey, counsel for Mr. Hollins. I just wanted that to be clear. I'm here asking for a signature bond on a young man that has no criminal history. I think the charge is reckless conduct.
What is his last name again?
Hollins, he's sitting. I'm looking at him. He's in courtroom 2. Uh, Marquise Darius Hollins.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's on the add-on calendar. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the judge will be on shortly. And if you would like, you could speak with the solicitors there. I don't know whether or not you all want to talk about it or whatever before the judge comes on.
I would love to if it pleases Mr. Rhodes.
Yeah, that's my case. How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Mr. Rhodes?
Pretty good, pretty good. I don't know if you got a breakout room, Miss Bridgewater, while we wait for the judge.
I will ask the
Oh,
host.
I could give you my phone number. Mr.
That'll
Stark, let me
work.
give you my cell phone.
Hey, can I excuse me, y'all? Can I say something? I'm the victim for Mr. Hollins also.
Oh, okay. That might have been Mr. Michael Williams. Is that Mr. Michael Williams?
Yes, that's me. This whole case is a lie. I've never told him here man did anything to me.
Okay. Okay.
So Mr. Rose and Mr. Starkey, is it?
Okay.
You all
Yeah.
want to talk about it before the judge comes on, which I anticipate she may be on at any minute now, if you all want to.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So
I'll have at it. Okay.
And it's 404-849-4067.
I'm sorry, say that again. 404.
849-4067.
Okay, I'll call you right now.
All right, good afternoon, Ms. Bridgewater.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Are we staying with the March 26th date?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, who is hosting? Is it Ms. Strong, Ms. Grace, Mr. Jordan?
Ms. Champion, Your Honor.
Ms. Champion, do you see that individual called Jimmy?
Yes, ma'am.
Yellow? Remove him. I think he's driving.
Okay,
Once
yes,
he's
ma'am.
parked, he can join the Zoom again. Thank you. All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Law, and we are going to begin with our first appearance calendar for misdemeanor cases. These are cases which have been recently accused, and they are with the State Court of Fulton County. I am going to be addressing each of these cases on a one-on-one basis. If you are a defendant charged with one or more misdemeanor offenses, please remember you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say during the course of this virtual proceeding that's not only being recorded but also live streamed, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. All right, Ms. Champion, once again, please. Individuals who are driving should not be on Zoom. And just to continue, in addition to your right to remain silent, you also have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. So when I address your case, I will let you know what's your new accusation number, the charges brought against you, to appoint counsel when necessary, and to also set a bond. Your bond could either be a signature release bond, or it could be a surety or cash bond. It will depend on the circumstances of the case, as well as your criminal record history, whether you have any prior failures to appear, probation violations, etc. Okay, courtroom 2, who do we have first?
Judge, can you do ACDC, then come back to us?
No problem. ACDC, are you on Zoom yet? Not yet. Okay, Ms. McLeod, while we're waiting for ACDC to join us, which cases do you have?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I have Rashid Mohammed, and I also have Janae. Just a moment. I have Janae Milborn.
Okay, position 13. You said Melbourne? Okay, and
Milborn,
position
Your Honor. I do
12.
not have the calendar, so I do not
No
know their
problem.
positions.
Their
It's
positions 12 and 13.
13, correct. I think I saw private counsel, is it Miss Embry and Mr. Starkey? Are y'all with
Yes, I'm Rory Starkey, Your Honor. How are you doing this afternoon?
fine, thank you, sir. And who's your client?
My client is Mr. Darius Hollins.
Add on number 2, Your Honor.
Okay. Forum 2, I'm still waiting for ACDC to join us. Who do you have in front of the computer right now?
All right, Judge, I had to add on two. After add on two, we can do Maureen McLeod case that's 12 and 13 after add on number two.
Okay, thank you. All
And
right.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Embry. I'm here for Mr. Caleb Phillip.
Caleb Phillips, sorry, I didn't mean to overlook you.
Okay.
Caleb Phillips. All right. And
His position number 16.
16? Okay, thank you.
So,
All right, let's go to add-on position number 2. Darius Hollins is accused of reckless conduct. And this is from a March 5th, 2026 incident, case number 26CR 26CR 001711C. That is the accusation number. Mr. Hollins, you've been advised of your rights. Mr. Howard, any priors?
Second arrest. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
2017 possession of marijuana, possession of drug-related objects. It was dismissed. That's
Thank
it.
you. And Mr. Rhodes, good afternoon. What's the recommendation for Mr. Hollins?
Good afternoon, Judge. Good to see you.
You too.
Your Honor, I'm sure you read this warrant. This case stems from like you said, a March 5th, 2026 incident at 498 Holly Street Northwest, where officers were contacted by a Miss Roldith Bellatton. She is the mother of the child by the name of Messiah Bellatton, who is only 6 years old. That she received a video of her 6-year-old son, later identified as Messiah, playing with a handgun. Ms. Bellatton advised Officer Ziegler that the video was sent by Mr. Micah Williams, who is also on the call. I don't know if he's identified as Micah Williams. Officer Ziegler also spoke with Mr. Micah Williams. Officer Ziegler went to the incident location, and Mr. Williams stated that he was sitting on the porch with Mr. Darius Hollins when he observed Mr. Hollins remove what appeared to be a handgun. Mr. Williams stated that Mr. Hollins removed the bullets from the handgun and gave it to his 6-year-old son, Messiah, to play with. Mr. Williams stated that Messiah Bellatton began playing with the gun and pointed it around. Mr. Hollins then took the gun back and placed bullets back inside of it, but set the gun down. Mr. Williams advised that Messiah then picked that gun up again and continued playing with it. But this time, Mr. Williams stated that while Messiah was playing with the firearm, the child pulled the trigger, firing one round. Indicated that the round did strike brick near the location of Mr. Williams and where he was sitting. And Mr. Williams stated that he sustained a minor injury to the back of his ear during the incident. Mr. Darius Hollins was not at the incident location while the officer was on the scene. Messiah Bellatton was not on the scene either. Miss Bellatton advised Officer B. Ziegler that her brother came earlier and picked up the children. And Your Honor, additionally, there was a follow-up on March 6th involving this case where I believe they were able to talk with Mr. Michael Williams, who said that this incident was in fact recorded. And I believe officers were able to view that actual recording. There was some subsequent investigations related to it, Your Honor, and I do know that Your Honor probably read this warrant. I understand that the defendant does not have a significant criminal history in this at this particular time. However, this case gives the state some extreme concerns. 6-year-old playing with a handgun and then firing a handgun that, but for God's grace, this could have been, we could have been here talking about something else. I have reached out, Your Honor, to the district. I have reached out to the district attorney's office to see if we will upgrade the charges. We are currently investigating whether or not there will be upgrade charges. But as of now, the charge is what it is, and that is a reckless conduct. Given the egregiousness of the case, Your Honor, as it relates to Darius Hollins, the state has recommended a $50,000 good bond that on the reckless conduct, given the seriousness of this case, and that what could have been more serious, again, but for grace in this case, and that there be no further contact with Mr. Michael Williams and to stay away from the 498 Holly Street, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia address. Also, to stay away from Messiah Bellaton at this time until a DFACS investigation has been completed. And also his mother, who is Miss Rodith Bellaton as well. Your Honor, we are asking that Your Honor consider the seriousness of this case. I do understand that the defendant does not have significant criminal history, but this case gives us cause for pause and some alarm. And we are investigating whether or not charges will need to be upgraded. Do not believe that the child needs to be in anybody's care who is recording them with a handgun. He may need a mental health evaluation because he's either something is wrong. We'll also indicate that the victim who's on the phone, Mr. Michael Williams, is now denying it. However, officers do have his statements on body cam recording. So those statements have been captured on body cam recording. So any denial means nothing to me today. And so I just want to make that clear as well. And so all of this was captured on body cam as well as the recording that was sent to the mother. Thank
Your
you.
Honor, may I speak, Your Honor? This is the victim, Michael Williams.
Yeah, you can speak when I ask you to, when I ask you to speak.
Okay.
Thank you.
And at this time, that is all from the state. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, Mr. Rhodes. Is there a Roldith Balaton on Zoom at the present time? Roldith Balaton. Okay. Mr. Michael Williams, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. Tell me what you want to tell.
Ma'am, I didn't call the police on this guy. I did not to get them a statement about somebody shot me. I got into an argument with the investigator because she wanted me to come down there, and I told her that I didn't want to press any charges. It was an accident. True indeed, a kid is not supposed to have a gun. But as far as a body cam statement like he's saying, that's a lie. They don't have me on body cam saying anything. And tell him to show that footage. They called me trying to force me to lie on this man, and I wasn't gonna do it. He is a good neighbor. He's a good friend to me. He's like a little brother to me. He's not violent in no type of way. I mean, it was just a situation that day, and I mean, hopefully he learns from
I'm
this.
sorry. What? I'm sorry. What's the situation?
No, I say it was just
No, you said the word situation. What is the situation?
It is. I mean, when I say it's, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's the
I mean,
situation?
you use the word situation. I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
the
No, no.
situation is.
What I'm-
No, do not interrupt. What is the situation that you just described?
Okay, when I say situation, I mean that situation that happened that day with the kid playing with the gun. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, with a loaded gun.
I mean, the kid wasn't supposed to have a loaded gun. I mean,
I agree.
he didn't give it to him. He didn't. He did not give it to him.
And how old is he?
He's 6, but he did not give it to him.
And how did he get access to a loaded firearm?
Me and Hollins was sitting down having a serious conversation. He was venting
How
to
did
me.
the child get access to a loaded firearm?
Ma'am, I'm trying to explain to you how he
No,
got
I
it.
don't need to know what you and Hollins were doing. I just need to know, how did the child, with his little hand, get a grip of a loaded firearm?
It was sitting on the side of the porch where we was sitting there. When we was talking, we didn't see him grab it.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend that you say anything else.
Okay.
Thank you. Miss Starkey?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor, and thank you for your indulgence. I want to respectfully submit that it's a overstatement that my client does not have a substantial record. He doesn't have any record. He's never been
Oh,
convicted.
no, Mr. Starkey, we're not looking at any records at all. Don't puzzle yourself about that.
I got you. And so to complete my statement, you know, the description of what occurred absolutely did not happen that way. And I am asking, in light of my clients, that he doesn't have a criminal history, in light of the fact that there's the assumption in the state of Georgia under the case law, Iola versus State, 425 Southeast 2nd, 282, a man is entitled to a signature bond unless the state can show he has a massive, ridiculous criminal history, he's subject to flee, and that he is a threat to a witness and or victim. This victim here has stated for all to hear that There's no apprehension or concern with my client doing anything or making any threats to him. So I'm respectfully asking, and I certainly understand the gravity of the case. But I will tell you, the state has the right to try to pursue an upgrade. This is not an upgradable case. When the facts come out, of course, we're not going to be able to get into all the facts here right now today. And so I'm asking that my client be granted a signature bond. That is what the law presumes. It's not to punish him. It's to ensure that he will show up. And just so you'll be clear, he turned himself in. He came to me as his attorney. I went and went down to Holly.
Mr. Starkey, I have no issue with that. Let me ask you, is Mr. Hollins and Miss, what was the name, Balaton? Are they former or current intimate partners? What is the nature of the parenting plan? Is it from a legitimation case? Is it from a marriage? Is it from a divorce, or are they currently living together?
It's from a legitimization case. They're
Okay,
not. They're
so
not.
that's a
They're not.
court-ordered parenting plan?
It's not been court ordered. I don't think it has been. They're not living together. They live separately. He has his home. She has her home.
And is there actually a pending legitimation case?
I don't think that there's a pending legitimization case. It's in the process of happening, but they do not live in the same premises. She lives separately from my client.
Totally understand. Thank you so much. All right. With regards to add-on position 2, this is going to be a $3,000 surety bond. Right. No further contact with MB. I guess that is the minor child, or is it MA, MW? I think it was MB. Yeah.
Yeah, that is his 6-year-old son.
Understood, sir. And of course, as you know, an individual who has not legitimated their minor child in the state of Georgia, they have absolutely no custodial rights to the child until there is a court-ordered parenting plan or if the custodial parent allows it. But due to the nature of this case, due to the disturbing factors of 2 adults and a loaded firearm in as what we've described, a situation, it is very disconcerting. So presently, Mr. Darius Hollins is to have no further contact with the minor MB. He's to have no violent contact with Mr. Michael Williams. He's to have no violent contact with Roldith. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that name. I think it's Roldith Balaton. I'm not going to keep a stay away since clearly that's maybe near where he lives, and Miss Balaton and the child cannot go to that location, nor can they have any contact with Michael Williams and with Mr. Hollins, unless, of course, Mr. Hollins files a legitimation case in the appropriate superior court and gets a court order for a parenting plan.
And I'm not certain. I don't want the record to reflect that I am saying that he has not legitimized his children. I am not certain.
Okay.
So
well, at the present time, I am, like I said, I don't know. But if he hasn't legitimated MB, this would be a good time to get the ball rolling on that.
Okay. And I appreciate the bond, Your Honor, but I want some clarity as it relates to the young man that just testified. I'm not understanding in light of his testimony the stay away order as it relates
I have
to him.
a discrepancy between his sworn statement today and his statements that were allegedly made in the warrant. So based on that discrepancy, I'm sure you can flesh that out in a preliminary matter.
And they live across the street from one another. I don't want to put my client in a position to fail. They literally are neighbors.
I've told him he can go back to that place. I've not imposed a stay away.
I'm sorry, what is the condition as it relates to Mr. Williams?
No violent contact.
Okay, gotcha. All right, just want to be clear. Yep.
Understood. All right, but it's no further contact with MB and no further contact with Roldith Balaton, and stay away from wherever they are residing or what. Well, he can't even go to the school if MB is in a school because he doesn't have custodial rights. Okay.
And we'll deal with that once we get this case resolved.
All right.
in his
And
favor.
of course, the other condition is no illegal drug consumption, which includes marijuana, by the way.
Mhm.
And also, he is to surrender all firearms to the authorities for destruction. And he's not allowed to own, possess, or have any firearms anywhere near him
During the pendency of this case.
during the pendency of this case.
Okay.
All right. And the next court
And
date for Mr. Hollins, unless he bonds out, is going to be March 26th. And that will also be a virtual proceeding. So make sure you get a Zoom link.
Yes, ma'am. And again, that was a $3,000 bond.
Correct. Surety bond.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. Mr. Starkey, you're free to go.
Have a
Yes,
blessed
Mr.
one.
Williams,
Thank you.
please unmute.
Am I allowed to come bond him out now?
Yes, there's a no violent contact condition, so you can have as much interaction you want with Mr. Hollins as long as it doesn't involve
Yes, ma'am.
any any physical or verbal altercations.
Okay.
And there are no firearms anywhere near the both of you.
Okay. Well, I'm on the way to come get him. Thank y'all.
Your Honor,
All
I
right,
did
bye-bye.
want to, and this may be something later, Your Honor. I just want to highlight that officers were able to observe the damage from the round that was actually fired into the wall, and it was shown to them by Mr. Williams as well. So they were able to observe that particular damage. And I just want to advise Mr. Williams that you are in fact,
I did not show them anything. You're lying on me, bro.
sir.
I
Again, per the warrant, that's what they indicated. They were able to observe that particular damage, Your Honor. So, whether or not there'll be a criminal damage to property, but again, we are pursuing the charges. We are actively speaking with the DA's office, Mr. Kenneth Hutcherson, about this case.
yeah,
Thank
warrants often have misinformation. And
All
I'll
right,
be
gentlemen,
in
thank
touch with Mr.
That's a
Hutchinson
lie.
as well.
I didn't show anybody anything. That's a lie.
Mr. Williams and Mr. Starkey, thank you so much. You're free to go.
Yeah, have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Deputy, do we happen to have Mr. Phillips?
we do.
Thank you. Caleb Alex Hayden Phillips, excuse me, is accused of criminal trespass from March 13th of this year, case 26 CR 001-693E. Mr. Phillips, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Miss Samantha Embry. Any priors?
No,
No, Your Honor.
it's first arrest.
Mr. Rhodes, Miss Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. I know you read the warrant, short but sweet. He walked on the roof at the MARTA Art Center for reasons we have yet to discern. And he has a $780 bond already set. It's a surety bond. We would ask that it remain. That's all.
Miss Embry?
Your Honor, as she said, no priors on this one. He is an 18-year-old full-time Georgia State college student with a 3.0 GPA. He's not a flight risk, and we are asking for a signature bond, Your Honor.
Okay. Bond is set at 2,000. It is a signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. Stay away from all MARTA property until further order of the court. Next court date will be sent to his current address. Make sure that he has his current address at all times. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms. He may be subject to random screens. Not like we said, we're not sure what prompted this alleged action. So let's see if nothing funny was in the person at that time. Thank you. Next case.
Your Honor, may I have the DA, our solicitor's information while she's on here?
It's Miss Spear. If you can send chat to Miss Embry, whatever pertinent contact information you want to provide, that would be good.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. ACDC, I'm going to be with, do you have a client belonging to Miss McLeod?
I have 12 and 13.
All right, ACDC, I'll be right with you. Position 12, please. Janae Melbourne is accused of simple battery family violence from March 13th of this year, case 26 CR 1698K. Mr. Howard?
7, 2020 fade to appear. 2019 DUI, possession of marijuana conviction. She's wanted out of Lowndes County. That's all.
How do you spell Lowndes County? Is it Low?
Yes.
NDES, something
Okay.
like that.
Thank you. And Miss Spear?
Yep, I'm trying to find my notes on her right now. There we go. Miss Milborn, correct?
Janae Milburn, yes.
Yes. Okay. She got in a fight with her stepfather, her cousin / his nephew, picked up a felony assault on this, verbal attack turned physical. I do show the warrant out of Valdosta with the 2017 FTA and the 2020 FTA. We're asking for $1,000 surety, the FVIP, no further contact with the victim, Michael Beeks, that's Beks, and to stay away from the incident location, 3646 Ingledale Drive. That is all. Oh, no drugs, alcohol, and weapons, of course.
Miss McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. My client tells me that she was simply defending herself because her mother's husband attacked her. She said that her cousin, who happened to have been at the house, was just trying to protect her because her mother's husband attacked her. We do not want to stay away from this location, Your Honor. My client actually lives there, and she's been living there for a long time. She tells me that her mom and the husband just recently moved there, so she was living there long before them. So I would ask that she does not have a stay away from that location, Your Honor, because she has nowhere else to live. This is where she lives. She tells me that she is currently unemployed, and she does have two minor children that she takes care of. One is a 10-year-old and one is only 1-year-old, Your Honor. So it would be a huge hardship since she and the children live at this location if she has to move. Based on what she tells me, I believe that when the evidence gets sifted in this case, it will probably show that she was in fact not, she was in fact just defending herself, Your Honor, and I plan to file an immunity motion on our behalf based on what she tells me. I am asking the court to, if she is eligible, to give her a signature bond, and if not, a small cash bond, so that she will be able to make bond and to go home to take care of her two small children. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Is there a Michael Beeks on Zoom? Or anyone here on behalf of Miss Janae Milburn?
My sister right here.
I'm sorry?
My sister is on the Zoom. Joy Hodges.
What's her name?
Hello, my name is Joy Hodges. I'm Jordan Hodges' mother, and that's my sister.
All
I
right,
can't.
please start your video, ma'am, Miss Hodges.
Oh, let me start the video. Hold on one second.
All right, Miss Hodges, we can see you now.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Do you
Yes,
solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do attest to that.
All right, and do you live with your mother and her husband too?
Yes, I live with them, but I work out of town a lot, so I'm not there like all the time, but I do live there with my sister, her two kids, and my son.
All right, and does Michael Beeks live there too?
Yes, him and my mother moved in after my grandmother got sick, but she recently just passed away, and they have not moved out yet.
Were you expecting them to move out?
I do want them to move out because Michael Beats, he's on cocaine and comes home early in the morning doing drugs, and it's been a very hostile situation. So I would like for him to move, but I don't have authority over the actual house. My uncle has power of attorney, so I can't make them move. Plus, he's married to my mom. But I
Have you
can't.
filed? So you have no authority over the house.
I have no authority over the house.
Who has authority? Who owns the house?
My uncle Raph has power of attorney. Him
And-
and my other two uncles and my mom own the house all together. My mother has 1/3 of the portion of the house.
Okay, so it looks like y'all have to resolve that before anyone can actually legally live in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. McLeod, your client has a hold in Lowndes County, so she has other matters brewing as well. Bond is going to be set at 750. It is a surety bond. She's to have no further contact with Michael Beeks, and she needs to stay away from the incident location. She can return to the location one time only to retrieve her children and her personal belongings. Then she'll need to update the court with a current address, which cannot be the incident location. She can return to the incident location once Mr. Beeks vacates the property. Of course, whoever owns that property can take action to have Mr. Beeks vacate the property through a dispossessory action. I don't know what actions are being taken, but till then, Miss Milburn will have to stay somewhere else with her children. Miss
Well, I did
Milburn,
try.
you have
I
a
did try
right.
to get a hold of the uncle, but was unable to.
All right. Well, Miss Milburn has a hold, so she'll have to be once she posts this bond, Lowndes County will have to come pick her up. All right, Miss Milburn, you've been advised of your right to remain silent. Anything you say during this virtual proceeding can and will be used against you, could be detrimental to your case, and make your attorney very upset. But then it's up to you.
No, I just had a question. My son, he attends school in that district, so what am I supposed to do?
I guess you'll need to speak with your sister and see what arrangements y'all want to make. But you cannot live there until Mr. Beeks vacates the property. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Next case. I think Miss I'm sorry, Miss McLeod, your client's next court date is March 26th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, next one we have for Miss McLeod is position 13, and that is Rashid Mohammed, accused of battery, family violence under accusation 26 CR 1687E. Mr. Mohammed, you've been advised of your rights. Any priors?
Got an open ag assault, crude 10 the third. It's 25 SC 002 222. 2023. I got a battery DV not guilty. 2024 trespass damage, entering 911 call. Simple battery DV, that all was dismissed. I saw a bench warrant out of Judge Dunaway. That's it.
That must be from the 25 SC case.
More than likely.
Miss Pugh?
I showed that he's wanted for family violence simple assault from a January of this year case, and he FTA'd on an ag assault in March of this year as well, earlier this month.
Which would be the Judge Dunaway's 25
Right.
SC case.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he's got more than one. I do show the October of 2023 battery family violence, the September of 24 ag assault, simple battery, criminal trespass, that was null pros. As Your Honor is aware, this was a verbal altercation during a child visitation between the defendant and his child that turned physical. Defendant punched the victim, Cody Tyus, in the face. She claimed it hurt her jaw, but they found her with a bloody nose. We are asking for a $5,000 surety, FVIP, no further contact with Cody Tyus or the minor child. Stay away from the incident location at 751 Fairburn Road. And I do believe I saw Miss Tyus on here previously. Yep, there she is.
Okay, Cody Tyus, if you want to contribute, please start your video. All right, lower your video.
Okay, can you see me?
Right. Yes, could you put the child down, please? We don't need the child on Zoom.
Yeah, she just fell asleep. Okay.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
And what would you like to tell us?
From that incident day, I was telling my victim's advocate, I originally called because there was something that happened. There was something that happened as far as like social media wise. It wasn't for like Rashid hitting me, because since like everything happened since he got out last year, he haven't like physically put his hands on me, mostly been like verbally like saying stuff to me.
What do you mean by last year?
Did he go to jail last year or the last time he was in jail?
And why was he in jail the last time?
He was in jail last time. I think it was for the same thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Involving you?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is not his first rodeo with a violent matter with you.
Yes.
Okay, so what kind of contact were you anticipating with Mr. Muhammad at this time?
The contact we had was he would drop her off to me. We had a good co-parenting like flow going.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all fine. Like I said, he never physically like did anything to me. And I can't really speak on what happened that day. It kind of is like a buildup of trauma. So even when I think about what happened, I probably could tell you what happened from the time before. It's like my memory on it is kind of like foggy because so much has happened. So if I tell you like, oh, this happened, because I really don't remember what happened. Because
Oh, that's
Rashid
quite all
said,
right. The officer has it on
yeah,
body cam, so we'll be
yeah.
able to
So
refresh.
yeah, so my main purpose wasn't calling because he had hit me. It was me calling because he had did something on my social media that was like outrageous. So that was my purpose of calling the first time. But the co-parenting was good. We had a good flow going. Besides what happened that day when I had called.
Has he legitimated the child you share with him?
I believe so. I'm
Has
not
he
sure.
filed has he filed a case against you to legitimate the child? And have you filed a counterclaim for child support?
I haven't did that. I know he said
Okay.
he was going to do something regarding that. I'm not sure if he did it or not, but I
Okay.
remember him telling me that he was. So.
Okay. So if he does, you can always file an answer to seek child support and maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much. You may
Thank
mute your screen. Ms. McLeod?
Yes, Your Honor. I am asking for a much more reasonable bond than the state is for my client. I know the court is not going to give him a signature bond under the circumstances because of the FDA. He does not qualify, but I'm asking for a much lower surety bond than that, Your Honor. Based on what the alleged victim is saying, it seems to me that she's saying she called the police not because my client actually did anything, but because she was angry with him because of something he may have done on social media. So she called the police and made those allegations. So we need to get all of this developed and see what the real evidence is. But I gather from what she's saying that she doesn't even remember, and also that she's saying that nothing actually happened, except she didn't like some posts that he made on social media. Sometimes, Your Honor, we find that people just call the police when it suits them. It's a way they used to control other people in a relationship. So based on that, I would ask for an appropriate bond to be set for my client and that for us to see what develops from the discovery. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. A bond is going to be set at 4,000. It is a surety bond. Next court date is March 26. Unfortunately, Mr. Mohammed won't be able to post bond because he has a felony bench warrant under from the 25 SC 002-222 case issued by Judge Dunaway on March 13th, 2026. Conditions to this bond are no further contact with Cody Tyus, no further contact with any child or children that he shares with Ms. Tyus. He's to stay away from 751 Fairburn Road. He's not allowed to go back to that location at all. This is a second open case involving the victim. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And his next court date is March 26. Thank you.
So, Mohammed, you have the right to remain silent. I do not advise that you say anything about your case because the judge has already set her bond, and anything that you say could backfire. It could be used against you. So if you have a question about your bond, you can ask that. But I would suggest that you discuss nothing concerning any of the allegations in your case, okay?
All right, Mr. Mohammed, what would you like to tell us?
I was just trying to figure out how do I have an FTA if I have a whole ankle monitor on and I haven't missed the court date. The ankle monitor is still on me right now.
That you can ask Judge Dunaway. I didn't issue the bench warrant.
So when will my bond be posted?
Your bond is 4,000, but you don't have a bond in the felony case.
So I'm gonna still basically still be here.
Until you have a hearing before Judge Dunaway.
You don't know what that is.
No, sir, I don't. Thank you.
I'll see the blue chair.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Ms. McLeod.
You're welcome. Have a good weekend.
You too, you too.
Thank you.
ACDC, who do we have?
Number 7.
Number 7, okay. This is Sachil Gonzalez, accused of battery family violence from March 9th of 2026, case 26 CR 1708Y. Ms. Gonzalez, you've been advised, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a
Your
right to
Honor.
an attorney. If you cannot afford one, I'm
That's me,
sorry.
Your Honor. I'm sorry. We have a consent in this case. I was just wanting you to
Oh,
know.
okay. Ms. Armstrong is your appointed counsel. And Ms. Spear, what are the terms of the consent bond?
I'm pulling it up right now. Mr. Rhodes actually negotiated this. Let's see. 2,000 signature on bond pretrial level 1. No further violent contact with the cross defendant, and I'm probably going to say this name wrong, Reiki Marino Medrano. 1, anger awareness classes, no drugs, alcohol, or illegal weapons while on bond.
Ms. Armstrong, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I will accept the terms of this bond, and her next court date will be sent to her current address. Please make sure that she maintains a current address with the court. Thank you.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
Deputy at ACDC, do we have any other cases?
No, Judge.
All right, thank you. Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Position number 1.
Cecilia Brown is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property from September 13th, 2024. Her case number is 26 CR 1697C. Ms. Brown, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Armstrong. Any priors?
33.
This is another consent bond, Your Honor.
Okay.
I believe.
Thank you, Mr.
It is.
Howard.
It is.
Okay.
All right. And what are the terms?
I show 3,000 signature on bond pretrial level 1. No further contact with Johnny Davis. 2, anger awareness, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
And Ms. Armstrong, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I'll accept the terms of the consent bond. Her next court date will be sent to her current residential or mailing address. Please make sure we have that on file. Thank
Yes,
you.
Judge. Thank you. Thank you. What's that for me?
Thank you, Ms. Spear, for holding down the fort.
No problem.
All right. Are there any other consent bonds that I need to,
Yes.
what's the next one?
Judge, can we do position 4? I'm doing the consent bonds now.
All right, sir. I have Devontae Cottrell Cosby.
Yes, Your Honor. And Mr. Cosby does have 2 cases.
Okay.
I don't know which one appears first on your calendar, but I'll go with 26 CR 001705L, which is the
Fleeing or
driver.
attempting to elude?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then that it is just a $1,000 good bond. There were no conditions. It's a $1,000 good bond.
Mr. Devontae Cosby, one of your cases, you're accused of fleeing or attempting to elude by driving, and from March 12, 2026, in case 26 CR 1705L. Mr. Cosby's attorney is currently Candace Anthony. Ms. Anthony, are these the terms to which your client has agreed? Please unmute.
My apologies, Your Honor. Yes, that is the terms he agreed to.
All right. So this is a consent bond of $1,000, and it's a surety bond, and his next court date is March 26 on that case. For
Yes,
the other case, Devontae Cosby is accused of simple battery family violence from February 18th, 2026, case 26 CR 1704L. Mr. Howard, any priors?
That is also a consent bond, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. That makes it easier. And what are the terms?
It is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Stay away from 1267 East Ridge Road in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. No further contact with Sharshalika Levy, and that's Levy. 3 anger awareness classes. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Ms. Anthony, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
Yes, Your Honor, that's the terms.
All right, I will accept those, the terms of this consent bond. His next court date, again, will be March 26th because he has a surety bond in the other case. Of course, if he posts his bond, he will need to make sure we always have his current address on file. Thank you.
Where you going? Two south. You gonna go left? No, she want all consent bond. Position number 3. Anybody want you take up? They in the back, doing them last, doing them last.
Terrian Clements, is he available?
Doing
I'm
them.
sorry, Deputy, is that who you called next?
Clemens, position number 3.
Okay. Terrian Clements is accused of criminal trespass from March 12th of this year, case 26 CR 1703G, and his attorney is Miss Anthony. Is this a consent bond as well, Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the terms?
$3,000 sign-on bond through pretrial services. This one is level 2, Your Honor, and we are asking that Mr. Clemens stay away from 1974 Sylvan Road, the Amico gas station, and that there be a social work visit if needed, and no alcohol, drugs, weapons while out on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
And the social worker visits for what purpose? Housing, evaluation, what are we talking about?
It was for evaluation for behavioral health.
All right, so it's a BH evaluation. Thank you. Okay, and Miss Anthony, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Clements, I'll accept the terms of this consent bond that your attorney has reached with the prosecution. Your next court date will be sent to your current address. Please make sure that the court always has your current mailing or residential address on file. Next case?
Excuse me, but what was the amount of this bond?
3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Stay away from the Amico at 1974 Sylvan Road in Atlanta. They'll need a social worker visit for a BH evaluation. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons.
Thank you.
Come on. We got add-on number 1.
This is Sean Spencer DeSola Jr., case 26 CR 1710C, accused of criminal trespass, causing damage to property, and simple battery from March 12th of this year. Mr. DeSola, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be, is it Miss Anthony or Miss Armstrong?
I have Miss Anthony on the consent. Oh, was it you, Miss Armstrong?
It's my understanding it's Miss Anthony, but let me
Yes.
double check my notes.
She's popping in now. Okay.
Oh, my
And-
apologies.
No problem. And Mr. Rhodes, what are the terms?
It is a $2,000 sign-on bond through pretrial services level 1, 1,000 on the criminal trespass damage to property, and 1,000 on the simple battery. The conditions were that there be no further contact with Richardson and Koo, spelled ANKU. Stay away from 2111 Camelton Road, Southwest Atlanta, which is the Chevron gas station. That he undergoes an anti-theft course through Operation 21. No alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond.
And Miss Anthony, are these the terms to which your client has agreed?
They have, Your Honor.
All
These are
right,
the
then.
terms.
All right, then we will accept this. He needs to understand. I'll let you speak, but put your hand down. Your bond is a $2,000 signature bond, and you report to pretrial once a month. You're required to stay away from the Chevron gas station at 2111 Campbellton Road and complete an anti-theft class through the Operation 21 program. And all these conditions must be completed within 180 days of being released. If you have any questions, you can speak to your attorney separately, but if you make any comments in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. Would you like to call your attorney separately? All right, thank you. Next case,
Judge, that's what's level?
level 1.
All right, we're going to
Oh,
position.
was that level 1? Or was it level 2?
It was level 1, Your Honor.
Level 1, sorry about that. Okay, level 1.
All right, we're going to position number 6.
Are we still on the consent bonds?
No, that should be all.
All right. Tamara Densmore is accused of driving under the influence of alcohol less safe from March 13th of this year, case 26 CR 1706G. Ms. Densmore, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney at the present time is Ms. Armstrong. Any priors?
Second. Last was 1983 DUI. That's it.
Mr. Rhodes?
Your Honor, as it relates to the recommendation for Ms. Dinsmore, given that this case was in fact a DUI, the state is asking for a $3,500 good bond. That Ms. Dinsmore only drives if her license was not confiscated on that day, and that she undergoes alcohol drug evaluation and treatment. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Armstrong?
Your Honor, first of all, it's my understanding that Ms. Dinsmore does not qualify for representation by my office, so I have advised her that she can represent herself, or she would need to hire a private counsel. After today's court appearance, it's my understanding that the last I checked, the bond was set at $1,500, so we would just ask that that bond amount remain and that Your Honor not increase it at this point, but we would not object to any conditions Your Honor deems fit.
Bond is set at $1,500. It is a surety bond. She is not to consume any illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and she is not to own or possess any weapons and firearms. She's also not allowed to operate any vehicle unless she has a valid Class C driver's license or the appropriate limited permit issued by the Department of Driver Services pursuant to an ALS hearing. The next court date is going to be March 26th. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. And I apologize if I'm speaking out of turn, but I didn't want to have Ms. Harper's case lost in the mix. Is my understanding that was a consent bond. I wasn't sure if that was clear, so just want to address that. But and I also submitted a waiver on her behalf. So
Tiffany Harper?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's position 9, 26 CR 1707F. What are the terms?
I deferred to the state on that.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor, it is a $50 cash bond on the criminal trespass. Stay away from all Georgia State University campus property. Social worker visit to assess housing needs, Your Honor.
Mhm.
And no alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Are these the terms, Ms. Armstrong?
Yes, Judge.
All right, I'll accept these terms, and the case is further notice to March 26. Thank you.
Understood. Thank you.
Courtroom 2, who do we have?
Position 10.
All right. Yeah, I apologize that I believe we have Mr. Santos Dario Larios Perez, cited for unlawful conduct during a 911 call by using obscene, vulgar, or profane language to intimidate or harass 911. Incident date appears to be March 12th, 2026. Case number is 26 CR 1709L. And sir,
Your Honor.
Yep.
Your Honor, Mr. Perez Lareos, he does need an interpreter. I'm not sure if they are on a
I
Spanish interpreter.
don't know if, did you request one before the calendar?
I spoke with the language line. I thought they would join in as well.
All right, Ms. Bridgewater or Ms. Champion, would we be able to get an interpreter before the end of the calendar?
I'll send out an email, Your Honor, to see if anyone respond.
All right. Deputy, we cannot address Mr. Perez until an interpreter comes online. Otherwise, we'll have to reset the case to Monday.
I'll see you on the first.
And Ms. Anthony, if you're open to any type of consent, just let me know. I understand
Okay,
you
will
probably
do.
had issues communicating.
Okay.
Okay. Next case, Deputy.
14, 1-4.
Walter O'Neill is accused of reckless conduct and pointing or aiming a gun or pistol at another from March 12, 2026. Case number 26 CR 1695Y. Mr. O'Neill, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Miss Anthony. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
11. 2017 theft by taking dismissed. 2012 contempt of court. Last violence was a 03 battery against female who's pregnant conviction. That's
Thank
it.
you. Okay, Miss Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. Just to refresh your recollection, the defendant asked a neighbor at the apartment complex for a ride. The neighbor said no. Defendant pointed the gun at the neighbor and said he would, quote, blow the purple hat off his head. We have a couple eyewitnesses corroborating that story. There's a $1,500 per charge surety bond already set. We feel that's very generous. Forfeit all firearms and no further contact with the victim, Dwight Thomas or Steve Hartman. We have spoken to Dwight Thomas, the victim. He confirmed everything in the report is correct. He does fear the defendant. He requests no contact with defendant. He also requests a stay away order from the incident location, which I also batted around, Your Honor, but it's my understanding that he lives there as well, and that may not be feasible. But he did also let us know that he would be unable to attend at the current at today's hearing. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Miss Anthony?
Yes, Your Honor. For Mr. O'Neill, he did let me know that he does experience, he is under the care and treatment for some medical conditions. I'm not sure if he wants to divulge that to the court.
Oh, he doesn't have to.
Okay. He does have 3 minor children that he does provide for financially. He is an experienced cook, 26 years. Your Honor, given that he receives disability as well as SSI, it would be extremely financially burdensome for the current bond. So we just asked the court to impose a signature bond. Also, as the state mentioned, he does live at that address. So, for a stay away would be quite difficult and burdensome there. So we just asked that the court impose either a signature bond or the lowest bond that they're willing to consider. Excuse me.
Count 1 is 1,500. Count 2 is 1,500. This is a $3,000 surety bond. No further contact with Dwight Thomas and Steve Hartman. He may return to his apartment at 15 Mount Zion Road, but every time that he steps out, if Mr. Thomas and Mr. Hartman are out there and he can see them, he needs to either return into his apartment or immediately exit the premises without stopping or looking or talking with them. And when he's out in public, he's required to stay 200 yards away from Dwight Thomas and Steve Hartman. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and definitely no firearms. Within 48 hours of being released on bond, he is to retrieve any and all of his firearms and ammunition and surrender them to the local precinct for immediate destruction. His next court date will be March 26. Thank you.
Yep. Are you good to have a seat on no, you burn to burn 3,000. See you on the first row. Patterson, come on. 15, the
Carl Patterson is accused of criminal trespass and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer from March 13th of this year, case 26 CR 1701K. Mr. Patterson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss Anthony. Any priors?
34. You got open trespass. 26 CR 001-099B. Got an open loitering prowling. That's 20 SC 174175. I think it's on judicial hold. On probation out of DeKalb County for terrorist threats. Open case out of Brookhaven for shoplifting, obstruction, possession of drug-related objects. On probation out of DeKalb for obstructing law enforcement.
So that's 2 probation cases from DeKalb?
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's good.
I got F. Okay.
Oh, where's the FTA from?
I got 1 from 1, 2. I got 2 from 2023, 1 from 22. One
And
from
that's you.
19. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
He
He also has, I'm sorry, Your Honor. He also has a criminal history out of Ohio, but it's older, so I won't really go into that. As Your Honor is aware, he was criminally trespassed from the Motif by Morningside Apartments. He came back. They offered him diversion when he came back. He came back this time. This time he fled, excuse me, and was tased. This is his 7th criminal trespass charge, although at different locations. As Your Honor is aware, he's on 2 different probations. We're asking for a $2,000 surety. That's $1,000 per charge. No further contact with the resident manager, Sarah Vargas, to stay away from 2175 Lenox Road, also known as the Motif by Morningside Apartments. And it sounds like we might need a social worker visit for residential challenges. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Miss Anthony?
Yes, Your Honor. I did speak with Mr. Patterson. He did state that he does have a family member that does reside off of Columbia Drive that he is trying to get in contact with. He did let me know that he does experience some housing issue. However, he is connected to the PAD program and would like to be released back into working with them to move on and better his situation. So we just asked the court to impose the lowest bond they would consider, especially a signature bond.
Who is the family member?
He stated it was his brother. I did
Name?
not get the name.
What's your brother's name, Mr. Patterson? Mr. Carl Patterson, what's your brother's name?
Patterson.
I'm sorry?
Antonio Patterson.
Antonio Patterson. Is there an Antonio Patterson on Zoom at the present moment? All right. On the criminal trespass, that is going to be $1,000 surety bond. On the willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, that's going to be a $750 surety bond. His total bond is $1,750. It is a surety bond, and his court date is going to be March 26th. He's required to stay 200 yards away from the entire apartment complex called Morningside Apartments, and 200 yards away from the address 2175 Lenox Road in Atlanta, Georgia. No contact with Sarah Vargas and any of the staff members who work at Morningside Apartments. He will need a social worker visit with regards to housing. And if he needs to visit Mr. Antonio Patterson, he needs to figure out the long way to get to his brother's place and not through Morningside Apartments. Now, of course, if Mr. Antonio Patterson lives at Morningside Apartments, then obviously Mr. Antonio can go visit him, but Mr. Carl can't go to the location. Thank you.
I was here on the first row. Number 2, position 2.
This is State versus Ulysses Devontae Cleckley, accused of driving and striking an unattended vehicle from July 28th, 2025. Mr. Cleckley, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Ms. Anthony. Your accusation number is 26CR1702C. Any priors, Mr. Howard?
18. You got an open hit and run out of College Park. On probation in Fulton for burglary in the first degree. Criminal attempt to commit burglary. Criminal damage to property, second degree, and obstruction. Got another probation for burglary, first degree. I got a probation for arson, criminal damage to property. 2021 ag assault conviction. 2015 interference with government property conviction. And a couple of more burglaries. That's all.
Mr. Rhodes?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe there might be a total of 3 cases on the calendar for Mr. Cleckley. As it relates to, and is it just one?
see 2 other open cases, but let me see. 26. Is he under a different name?
Ulysses Cleckley? 26 CR 001-699C, battery and willful obstruction.
I see them on on Odyssey, but I don't see them on the calendar. Were y'all planning to address that today? Did they just come down?
No, they were on the pull sheet this morning. I do have bond recommendations for all of them.
Okay, let me pull up those other cases. 26 CR 001-699C, 26 CR 001-700C. Miss Anthony, were you aware of these two other open cases?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm double checking as well. I didn't know they were coming.
I saw them there, but I thought they were open cases from. So this is a willful obstruction and 2 counts of battery from March 12. Is there a 1702C as well? Oh, that's the one we're addressing right now. Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and the third case is a battery family violence from February 17th, 2026. All right, so Miss Anthony, have you spoken with your client with regards to these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charges from 3 cases?
Yes, Your Honor. If the court's inclined, we are asking for a bond reduction.
Well, let me hear what Mr. Rhodes has to recommend, then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. In light of the history that you just heard, the open probation and the previous history for burglary and other charges, Your Honor, as it relates to case number 26 CR 001-699C, which is the 2 battery counts and the willful obstruction, we're recommending a total of $5,000 good bond, $2,000 on each battery, 2 and 2, and $1,000 on the willful obstruction. As it relates to in that particular case, we're asking that there be no further contact with Alicia Rucker and no further contact with Kadayjah, Kadayjah Wright, and that he stay away from 3116 Candlewood Drive in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia.
Where's that?
And in case number 2, which is 26 CR 001-700C, which was the battery family violence, we're asking for a $2,000 good bond, and that he has no further contact with Diamond Johnson. This one was family violence, and that he stay away from 4051 Oaks Lane Southwest in East Point, Georgia. And as it relates to the case that Your Honor announced on the calendar, striking an unattended vehicle, this case also involved firearm shooting, Your Honor, and so it was a police chase and shooting involved in this case. So we're asking for a $5,000 good bond. According to the warrant, there were children that pointed to him when police officers asked who was firing the gun. However, they were not listed on the warrant information, so we have not charged at this time. So we're asking for a $5,000 good bond, and that he has no firearms or weapons while on bond, no alcohol, weapons, or drugs, Your Honor. That makes for a total of a $12,000 good bond on all 3 cases globally, with the conditions that I've already outlined. This is in light of his criminal history, his propensity to commit further violations of the law, as Your Honor has heard, and his danger to the parties in this case. Thank you.
All right. Miss Anthony?
Yes,
One second. Mr. Cleckley, I will give you an opportunity to speak. You can put your hand up.
No.
No, not yet. Your attorney speaks first. Go ahead, Miss Anthony.
Yes, Your Honor. As the state said, even in the driving, there's no witnesses that they can point to at this time. So we ask that overall there'll be a reduction in the bonds. He did state that he does reside at the Seven Oaks. He's been there for about a year. Mr. Cluckley does work in demolition and tire cleanup throughout Atlanta. He is a Atlanta native, has received his GED, and states that he has no relationship with any alleged victims. So we just ask that the court consider a significant reduction in the bond.
Okay, thank you. Diamond Johnson, you on Zoom. If you want to contribute to this proceedings, this is the time to do so.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
All right, you need to start your video. All right, Ms. Johnson, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Correct.
Yes, and could you please lower the device so we can see you? Lower your device? Yeah, that would be good. Thank you. What would you like to tell us?
Ulysses is my boyfriend, my child's father. He's his father, been in his life for 5 years. Um, when I called the police that day, because he was just drunk, it wasn't no physical marks where he really put his hands on me or anything like that. It was just a lot of altercation, yelling, and things like that. While kids were here, and I just wanted him to be removed at the time. But he have been back ever since then. That is our sole provider. He takes care of the house, the household, and things like that.
All right. Thank you so much. Anyone else who wanted to chime in for Mr. Cleckley? No? Okay. Mr. Cleckley, you're no stranger to this, but this is 3 criminal cases against you right now, and you also have open probation matters. And so if you choose to say anything at the present time, please be mindful that we have prosecutors on the Zoom. They will take anything you say and use that against the treatment of your case. And of course, your attorney will explain to you that could be used to incriminate you, to jeopardize your defenses, and make it very difficult for your attorney to defend you. So would you like to make any statements right now or wait till you speak with your attorney?
Mr. Cleckley, I would advise you not to state anything. I can give the courtroom a call so you can ask me.
Okay, thank you. Next case. Oh, I'm sorry. I could have said a bond, don't I? Okay. On the driving and striking a unattended vehicle, that's going to be a $2,500 surety bond. On the that's in case 1702C. And the condition to that bond is no driving until he has a valid driver's license, adequate insurance, and proper registration. He's not allowed to own or possess any firearms and not to consume any illegal drugs. On case 26 CR 001699C, on the willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer is going to be a $1,000 surety bond. On the each count of battery, that's going to be a $1,500 surety bond. So that's going to be a total of a $4,000 surety bond. No further contact with Alicia Rucker. No further contact with, I think it was Kadisha Wright. And to stay away from 3116 Candlewood Drive in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And for the third matter, 26 CR 001700C, the bond is going to be set at 1,500 surety bond. No further contact with Diamond Johnson. No contact with any child or children that he shares with Ms. Johnson. If he wishes to have any contact with the children, he would need to file a legitimation case and obtain a court-ordered parenting plan, at which time then Ms. Johnson can file a counterclaim for child support and any other kind of maintenance. He is to stay away from 4051 Oaks Lane in East Point, and then he must update the court with his new mailing address within 30 days of being released. Yes, Ms. Johnson?
Your Honor?
I can speak to one person at a
Oh,
time.
my apologies.
Go ahead, Ms. Anthony.
No, I was just stating, would the court consider no further violent contact? Like she stated, he is the sole provider of the household as well as the he resides at the address, so that's his home.
All right. And does she live there with the children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So Since he's not allowed to have any contact with you, he would need to find another residence until this case is resolved. But in the meantime, he's not to have any contact. And of course, if he files a legitimation case, you can always counter for child support and financial maintenance, or you can file a paternity case and obtain child support in that way. Thank you. All right, and Mr. Cleckley, you raised your hand. Do you want to waive your right to remain silent?
So I don't even be in Atlanta, but you
Were
can.
you going to waive your right to remain silent?
Yeah, I'm main silence.
So you're going to remain silent. Okay, thank you. Next case?
Hey, Judge, before we move on, the warrant number in 9600 battery, did you set a bond on that?
Repeat the case number.
I don't have the case number, but it's the EW warrant, 0519-600
And what's the charge?
battery.
And do you know the incident date?
No.
He's got a case with 2 counts of battery and 1 count of willful obstruction. Let me just check and see. Mr. Rhodes, would you happen to know that warrant number, in which case it matches?
I'm looking at that now, Your Honor, to see if it matches.
Oh, by the way, all his 3 cases are going to be reset to March 26. I'm sorry, Deputy. I'm only going by case numbers. The warrant numbers are not.
0519-600, yeah. I found it, Your Honor. The 0519-600 is the one that deals with Miss Diamond Johnson. So that is the battery family violence. So
Okay.
yes, so you did set a warrant. I'm sorry, Your Honor, you did set a bond on that in the amount of $1,500.
Okay, so that's your answer, Deputy. On that warrant, the case number is 26 CR 001 700C, and the bond is 1,500 surety.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
All right, next case is position number 8. First row.
Your Honor, is it possible you can repeat the bond for Ulysses Cleckley? The full bond?
Okay, his total bond is 8,000 surety for all 3 cases. Does that help? Okay, thank you. I'm sorry, courtroom 2, who do we have next?
3.
3.
Hey.
This was Terrian Clements.
You said number 8, Green, I think.
Yeah,
Green.
Green.
Okay. Sorry. Gary Green is accused of simple battery family violence from September 5th of last year. Case number is 26 CR 1694Y. Mr. Green, you've been advised of your rights. Any prior, Mr. Howard?
15. You got a 2021 possession of phone device by inmate, possession of a controlled substance. That was a conviction out of North Carolina. 2019 bank robbery conviction. 2019 ag robbery arrest. 2019 conspiracy to commit robbery with dangerous weapons, and also robbery with a dangerous weapon. Those were convictions. That's it.
And these were from North Carolina?
Yeah, they were out of state.
Okay. Prosecutor, Mr. Rhodes or Ms. Spear, anyone like to chime in? This is position number 8, 26 CR 1694Y. Gary Green.
Oh, you know what, Your Honor? I apologize. I think that might have been me. Because he was under a different name. He was under his Muslim name, I believe, but I have it. I'm ready. One last thing. Is Miss Taylor here? I don't see her. We were able to reach the victim, Your Honor, but you're familiar with the warrants as you've already read them. There's a lot going on here outside of the 4 documents of the warrants. There's a lot of follow-up that was done by investigators. In this particular instance, he grabbed her from behind, grabbed both of her arms, and shook her. But this is part of an ongoing cycle of violence. We have medical records that support her claims of sexual abuse during pregnancy. She had to give birth a month early from all the abuse. There is a TPO in place. She is asking for no further contact and a stay away. I'm just reviewing my notes, Your Honor. I'll try to keep it just to the current incident at hand, but it goes much, much deeper than that. And the reason I say all this, Your Honor, is because we're asking for a $10,000 surety bond, even though it's a simple battery family violence. We are asking for the FAIP, no further contact with Aisha Taylor. This is from last September, Your Honor. You already heard a little bit of his history.
And you've said that you've already spoken to the alleged victim?
We have, Your Honor.
All right. Does stay away still pertain to Skipper Place?
No. She provided a different address, but has asked us not to release it.
Okay,
out
that's
of fear. But I wanted Your Honor to get a full picture so that you would understand why we're asking for such a high amount. There's various threats of a murder-suicide, as I said.
Yeah, I read the warrant. But are they married?
Yes, because that was referenced, I believe, in part of if she proceeded with the if she proceeded with the divorce, that's what the result would be.
Okay. Anything else, Ms. Beer?
I will leave it at that for now, Your Honor. If we need any clarification, as I said, I have several supporting documentation about ongoing things, but we'll keep it to this particular incident. But I did want to just let the court know that's why we were asking for such a high bond.
Miss Anthony?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Green did let me know that he is employed at First Watch. He is also in school with Southern New Hampshire University, pursuing a bachelor's in cybersecurity. From my understanding, he reported that the alleged victim, that is not his wife. I do believe Miss Karima, I do believe she's here. I was able to speak with her. That's his from my understanding, that is his current wife. They've been together for 9 months. He did state that he does have 3 minor children that he provides for in regards to the alleged victim. He informed me that he had was released from a program at the same time, so not
What
sure how.
program?
It was a half. It was a halfway house. And he was trying to take better care of himself, and so just the timing doesn't appear to align. But he did state that he has no interest in this alleged victim, no contact, and wishes to proceed just with his current wife. So we would ask that you would impose a lower bond or a signature bond in this case.
Okay. Miss Karima, I do not have your last name. If you wish to contribute, you would need to start your video and unmute. Your video needs to be on, please.
I'm trying to start the video.
I can't hear you. If the host could please prompt. Hello.
Okay, it came through. Thank you. Can you hear me, Your Honor?
I can't see you, Miss Karima. So if you can't be seen, unfortunately, you cannot be addressed.
Can you not see me? My camera is showing now.
All right, and unfortunately, you are.
Can you not see it?
Yes, but unfortunately, you are in your religious garb, so I have no way of verifying your identity. You would need to appear in court in person. Okay, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
And what would you like to tell us?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I
Yes,
can
Your
hear
Honor.
you.
Yes.
What would you like to tell us?
Like the prosecutor said, this has been an ongoing thing. He is not married to her. I mean, I have our marriage certificate right here. We were Islamically married July 25th, and then on September 8th, we went to file for our marriage license. September 5th is actually the day that he was released from Dismiss, the halfway house. Once like we go to court, you would see that the time frame that he left from Dismiss when they discharged him, it'll be timed and stamped on his paperwork. And then when he left from Dismiss, around 6 something in the morning, he took a Uber home here in Lawrenceville, which is nowhere near where the supposed alleged victim resides. Uber officer here around 8:30, let him know he's home, and so asked him, did he have to come to report that day, because that was the day he came home. He coming Monday, and that weekend was actually the henna party. That afternoon, I dropped him off at work. I have text messages confirming that. His job will confirm that I dropped him off at work, and then I picked him up as well. Like if you see his timestamp, so everything that she's saying is false. He divorced her. They weren't together anymore.
Where
But
was the
I mean,
divorce?
when?
Where?
In June of last.
Where?
No, they weren't married through the court system. They were married Islamically.
So where did
Islamically, you
where did
have
the
to
talaq
go-
take place?
The first time was in Dismiss. When he was in Dismiss, he told her that he didn't want to be married to her anymore.
Where
But then someone told
where
him
did the talaq take place?
the first one was in Dismiss, the halfway house. And
Where
then
was the second
someone
one?
told him that he needed witnesses. So they did it. I'm sorry?
Where was the second one?
I said the first, it was on three-way when he called the imam. They called the imam and her on three-way call.
Oh, okay. And who is the imam?
I'm not sure of the imam's name.
All right. So
But we can get that information.
let's flesh out all this information.
And then
So we'll have to wait as the state
as well as
and
his probation officer.
Yeah.
His probation officer will also let you know that she's been calling him as well.
Okay. Anything else, Miss Karima?
Yeah, and also we have the app Life 360 that we had since July of 2025 that will also show his whereabouts every day.
Okay.
Any day.
And are you willing to share this information with his attorney?
Of course.
Okay. Then I think
earlier.
Then that's
she mentioned
definitely the
that
first step to
after
take.
She
Then that
said
would
the
be
bond hearing was first. I'm sorry.
That would be the first step to take, is to share the information with his attorney.
Yes, I'm willing to share all the information with his attorney. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Anything else to add, Miss Anthony?
No, Your Honor, not this time.
Okay. On the simple battery family violence, the bond, and I do appreciate the narrative in the warrant. However, based on the allegations, I think that is something that the state would either need to investigate and perhaps consider further accusations, or something that the district attorney's office needs to look into. But
Yes,
at the
Your Honor.
present time, only thing I have is probable cause for the simple battery family violence. Bond is going to be set at 3,000. It's going to be a surety bond. No further contact with Aisha Taylor, and to comply with any outstanding protective orders that are in place, and to also stay away from wherever Miss Taylor and her children happen to, or if she has any children, happen to reside, happen to work, happen to go to school. He needs to stay 200 yards away from them. If if he is allegedly married to Miss Taylor or was previously married to Miss Taylor, then his parenting plan with the 3 children that he shares with Miss Taylor can only be pursuant to a valid court order. And this would be a court order from a superior court, any superior court in Georgia, as long as venue is proper. In addition to the surety bond, Mr. Green will be equipped with an ankle monitor, and this ankle monitor will be for a period of 12 months. Expenses for monitoring shall be paid for by Mr. Green, also known as, I believe, Abdullah Hakim. And the monitor is to verify that he maintains his distance, that he remains within the jurisdiction, and that he responds to court when summoned. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And Mr. Green, if you don't share any children with Miss Taylor, I don't know, I heard something about supporting 3 children. If those are not Miss Taylor's children, then you can disregard the item about legitimation or court-ordered parenting plan. Thank you. Next case.
22. First row. 22 Williams.
Jamal Williams is accused of false report of a crime from June 10th of last year, case number 26CR 1692L. Mr. Howard?
Well, you got to open simple battery DV. It's 23CR001 527L on probation for harassing communications. It's 25CR001 707C. And he got a felony charge of act stalking. Not sure what's up with that. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Miss Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. There's a $1,000 surety already set in this matter. We would ask that it remain based on the open cases that are ongoing in the previous false report of a crime. That is all. No drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Thank you.
Ms. Armstrong?
Judge would ask if Your Honor might consider a $500 surety. Thank you.
Okay. Bond is set at $1,000 surety bond. No further reports of crimes to the authorities unless there's a bona fide basis. Next court date is March 26th. And we're going to reset his other open cases. Just 1 second, sir. Which is 23CR001 527L. And that's also going to be further notice to the SAP. There was another case, the 25CR. What's it? Yeah. Oh, is that been pled? 1707C. Let me see. Yeah, that was the plea. Okay. All right. Yes, Mr. Williams, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. Do you want to waive your right to remain silent?
I would like to waive my rights. I have one quick thing to say.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. You want to do what?
I would like to waive my rights. I have one quick thing to say.
It's up to you. Miss Armstrong probably not be happy with you, but go ahead.
Yes. During the I forgot the charge. What is the charge?
False report of a crime.
During that, I was arrested and I bonded out on that charge. Like, why am I still being charged with that charge?
I don't know what you previously
He has
charged with
2
this
false
crime?
report of a crime, so he might be thinking of the previous one.
I have 2.
Yes, sir.
When was the second? When was the person second?
The first one is in 2025. The second one is the one that just happened.
False report of a crime that just happened. What date?
I don't have an exact date for you right now. I'm
Hang
sure Miss
on.
Armstrong would be happy to find it.
All right. Thank
Okay, let me see. The 1707C, the one he took a plea on March 31st, 2026. The alleged incident date was March 14th, 2023. And that's the open case. And the 25-1707C, that is for the harassing communications from February 17th, 2025. And you took a plea on that case on July 15th, 2025. There is no other case other than this one for false report of a crime.
That's what I'm trying to understand. I only had one.
Where were you arrested? Where were you booked in?
I was booked in at East Point Jail.
All right. Your attorney would have to verify that is for the same alleged offense from June 10th, 2025. And if so, then you should be guaranteed a signature bond.
All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Your
Right
Honor,
now,
what
it's
was the
about
amount of this current charge?
$1,000 surety bond, reset date March 26th, and it's going to be reset with the 23 CR 001 527L case.
Thank you.
Next case.
Position 11. All right. Hey, Judge, the DA office had added another charge.
To who? Mr. Lindsay?
Yep, still about receiving stolen property. You be going to court Monday for that.
Okay. Omarion Lindsay is currently in state court of Fulton County, is accused of violations of rules regarding pedestrian and roadway, possession of a pistol or revolver by a person under the age of 18, and willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer. And this is from a March 12, 2026 incident. Accusation 26 CR 1696B. He has been advised of his rights. His attorney is Ms. Anthony. Mr. Howard?
First. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah.
heard first. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Michael just sent the add-on to
For this case,
a calendar. I don't know. Probably for the other case we did.
Ms. Spear, did you file down another case against Mr. Lindsay?
I didn't know. I'm
It may have been
looking
from
at.
the guy we did earlier.
It was from that Klaxke case.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's address Mr. Lindsay.
Okay. Your Honor's familiar with the warrants.
Yes.
His date of birth is 10/21/2008, ran from the cops, admitted after waiving Miranda to buying said gun from someone he goes to school with. We're asking $5,000 surety for the gun, $500 for the obstruction, $500 for pedestrian and roadway. Forfeit all firearms, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
Hey, stop talking to court.
All right, Ms. Anthony.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Lindsay, given his age, he wasn't able to provide a good address. He does stay with his sister. Your Honor, this is just situation of in the wrong place at the wrong time. He is planning to go back to his high school to finish out or continue with the GED to make sure that he finishes his education and to proceed on to being a productive citizen. Given that he does have stable housing to return to and given his age, we just asked the court to consider a signature bond in this case.
All right, and who is the adult relative, guardian, or parent with whom he lives?
I am.
All right, Ms. Maisha Harris, please
Yes.
unmute and start your video.
Hey, how are you?
Fine, thank you. And Ms. Harris, please raise your right hand. Let me place you under oath. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it will.
And Ms. Harris, how do you know Mr. Omarion Lindsay?
That's my baby brother.
How old? What's the age gap?
I'm 36 and he's 17.
Well, I would have gone with more than 5 years older, but okay.
Yeah, our mom just passed last year, so he been staying with me. He don't really go outside. He was out with my nephew. They went to the park yesterday, and they was walking. They was waiting on my brother to pick them up, but they end up having to walk home because it was getting late and it was cold outside. And they said the police stopped them.
All right. Is Hardy Street 10C the current address?
1572 Harder Street.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else to add?
No.
All right. Thank you. Miss Anthony, did you have anything else to add?
Just to clarify, Miss Harris, and you are comfortable with Mr. Lizzie returning back to his home, the home address,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. On the pedestrian and roadway, that's going to be 500. On the possession of a pistol is going to be 1,000. And the willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer is going to be 2,000. The pedestrian and roadway and willful obstruction, that's going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 2. Miss Maisha Harris will need to co-sign that bond. He will be subject to monitoring at level 2, which is twice a month for a period of 12 months. And for the possession of a pistol is going to be $1,000 surety bond. So this is a total of a 3,500 split bond. Next court date is March 26th. He is not allowed to own, possess, or have any firearms on his person, in his home, in any car he occupies, or anywhere near him. So if there are any guns at home, either the guns go or Omarion goes.
I don't have guns in my house. I have kids.
Which is wonderful to hear. Miss Maisha Harris, you will need to co-sign his bond because he's under the age of 18. And if he fails to report to court, if he violates these conditions, or if he gets arrested again, the $1,000 portion, the $2,500 portion of the bond will be surrendered and converted to either a cash bond or a surety bond.
Okay.
And this is reporting to pretrial twice a month. This is to make sure that he stays out of trouble, doesn't get arrested again, and is in compliance with the conditions of the bond.
Okay.
And this case will remain open and active until he resolves the matter with the prosecution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I just go down and pay the $1,000 bond?
Correct. And then you need to sign up for the pretrial bond. And then you need to attend orientation with pretrial services and get his report timings in line.
Okay, so how do I do the pretrial bond? How do I come and do that?
Pretrial services will be in touch with you. I think Ms. Anthony, you would need to send her the paperwork. So if you can put your email address in the chat, please.
Mhm.
All right. That person who is talking with profanity, would that person like to pay the bond for Mr. Lindsay? I can increase it to a cash bond.
Who that was?
Whoever was in that room with you.
Oh no, ain't nobody here. It's just me and my kids. The kids was in the living room. I don't think nobody used no profanity.
Okay.
Oh, she said lotion.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Harris. You may mute your screen. Next case.
Position 18.
All right. Close out some of these windows. Kevin Richard is accused of simple battery family violence from March 13th of this year, case 26 CR 1688L. Mr. Richard, you have been advised of your rights. Mr. Howard, any prize?
14. 2019 probation. 2019 simple assault arrest. 2017 domestic abuse battery arrest. 2015 fraud by wire conviction. That's it.
Ms. Beer?
Yes, he also has a history out of Louisiana, a 2010 simple battery, and 3 counts of fugitive of justice, but that's all it says. There's no more info than that. I don't know what that's about.
Does he have a hold?
No, that's the
Okay.
other surprising thing. It's a very, Louisiana's criminal history is a little bit different than ours. As Your Honor is aware of the situation, We are asking for a $4,000 surety, the Family Violence Intervention Program, no further contact with the victim, and I'm sorry if I say this wrong, Nikiwa Richard. Stay away from 3357 Twin Alley in Milton. For some reason, I wrote FEIP twice. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons. We have spoken to the victim. She said all information in the report. She said some information in the report is incorrect. She clarified a little bit. She had asked him to leave several times that day to allow them to have a cooling off period, and he refused to honor that. She does want to have contact with the defendant, but as your honor knows, that's usually not always our office policy, depending on the cases. Further, the whole story that the victim gave to officer was corroborated by the 5-year-old child witness as accurate. So that will be 4K FEIP, no further contact, and the stay away, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons. If we could sound for Nikiwa Richard. Thank you.
Mrs. Richard, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Ms. Armstrong?
Thank you, Judge. I would ask that the court would consider a bond through pretrial services, no objection to any conditions that the court deems appropriate. I would note that the state is not proceeding on a cruelty to children a third. At least I saw that it was part of the initial.
It's been NOD. It's been dismissed. Yeah.
Right, and I'm just I only mentioned that with respect to the state's argument concerning any child witnesses. Mr. Richard, sorry. He's employed. He does help support his family. We're asking that Your Honor allow him to be on bond through pretrial, complete his conditions, and have no further violent contact. Thank you.
On the simple battery family violence, that's going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. This will be for a 12-month monitoring. He will report to pretrial services twice a month. And for the next 12 months, however, the case may remain active beyond 12 months. He's to have no further contact with his wife, and I want Nakewa Richard, and there shall be third-party transfer of the children, which means that a third party must be selected between the parties to effectuate drop-off, pick-up and drop-off. Mr. Richard is allowed a one-time visit to the marital home at Twin Alley in Milton, Georgia, to retrieve his personal belongings. This visit must be in the company of a police officer, and it cannot exceed 1 hour. He has 30 days to update the court then with his new current mailing and residential address. Within 30 days also, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program, and he must complete all 24 weeks of classes without missing or skipping any, and this must be done within the 12 months of monitoring. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And his next court date will be sent to his new address since he cannot use the Twin Alley location. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Position 19.
Tyreek Shelton is accused of 2 counts of willful obstruction of an officer, 26 CR 1689L from March 12th of this year. You've been advised of your rights, and your priors are, if any, Mr. Howard?
14. Got a 2015 grand theft, felony fleeing and officer conviction. 2015 domestic battery conviction. 2014 grand theft obstruction conviction. 2011 escape from a residential facility conviction. He's wanted out of DeKalb County for assault, and he got a fugitive warrant out of Florida for a CWAC related charge. That's a
Miss Beer?
Yes, Your Honor. I also show a fugitive Rockdale from 2025 that is outstanding. He took off from the cops because he knew he had warrants. There's 2 obstruction charges. We're just asking for 1,000 per charge surety based on the escape, the fugitive from justice, the various cycles that are ongoing in this. And that's all from the state. Of course, no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Okay, Ms. Armstrong?
Judge, I would ask if the court might consider crafting a bond where he is released to hold, but then once he resolves, are there any other cases in any other place that you would be returned to Fulton? Just for the court's consideration.
It's $1,000 on each count. This is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail with a release only to any of his pending holds. Thank you.
Position 17 gonna be a medical reset.
Okay. Did we have him yesterday also?
Repeat that.
James Poteet, I think.
He was on the calendar yesterday.
Yes, he was.
All right.
He was
What
a medical reset at that point as well, Your Honor. I got my notes from Mr. Sirocco.
Okay, so this is a reset to, I think that's March 16th at 2 p.m. Someone appeared yesterday. I don't know if it was the alleged victim, Mr. Isle or something. Okay. Any other cases?
Position 20, waive appearance. Position 21, waive appearance.
The young man who's 17 years old in the white pants, sit up straight. You're not at a picnic. You're in a courtroom. Thank you. 16 and, excuse me, okay, well, I'll go down the calendar. Position number 1 on the add-on calendar is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. That's a consent bond. Position 2 on the add-on calendar, Hollins, that's a $3,000 surety bond and a reset to March 26. Position 1 on the regular calendar is a consent bond for $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. Position 2, Cleckley, is a $2,500 surety bond. And then his 2 additional cases, the one ending in 1699C is a $4,000 surety bond, and the one ending in 1700C, that's a $1,500 surety bond. So he should have a total of $8,000 surety bond for all 3 cases, all further notice to March 26th. Position 3, Clemens, is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2 per consent. 4 per consent is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 5, Cosby is a surety bond for $1,000 good bond, reset March 26. 6, Densmore is a $1,500 surety bond, reset March 26. 7, Gonzalez is a $2,000 consent bond through pretrial level 1. Gary Green's a $3,000 surety with a 12-month ankle monitoring, reset March 26. 9, Tiffany Harper is a consent bond for $50 cash bond, reset to March 26. Position 10, Mr. Perez.
We never got the translator.
Yeah. Deputy, we're going to have to reset him to March 16th for the translator to appear. Position 11, Lindsay, is a $3,500 splint bond and reset to March 26 with a cosigner. Position 12, Milburn, is a $750 surety bond, reset to March 26. 13, Mohammed's a $4,000 surety bond, reset to March 26. 14, O'Neill is a $3,000 surety bond, reset March 26. Carl Patterson is a $1,750 surety bond, reset March 26. 16, Philip is a $2,000 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Stay away from Armada. 17 is reset to Monday, March 16. 18, Kevin Richard is a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2, 12 months with a FEI paper requirement. 19, Shelton is a $2,000 signature bond through the jail with only a release to pending holds. 20, Sebastian Smith Case 26 CR 1690D, accused of obstructing a person or hindering a person from making an emergency phone call, willful obstruction of an officer, theft by shoplifting, and simple assault. Case 26 CR 1690D. Is that a waiver?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Mr. Howard, any priors?
22. On probation, possession of a Schedule 2. It's 24 SC 001676. You already got the FTA from this year. That's a
Ms. Spear, what's the bond recommendation?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm scrolling through real quick. Give me just a second to pull it up. Okay, here we go. $4,000 surety, that's 1,000 per charge. Stay away from 1337 Virginia Avenue and East Point. No further contact with the victims. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna mess this up. Haleusis, Azris, and Guna Barrel. If somebody needs me to type that in, I will. And a social worker visit, we're thinking maybe BHET, or potential residentially challenged. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons.
Ms. Armstrong?
Yes, Judge, he is residentially challenged and just an advocacy for my client. I would just ask if the court would consider no more than 500 good bond on each charge. Thank you.
On the obstructing a person from hindering or hindering a person from making an emergency phone call, that's a 500 surety bond. Willful obstruction is a $500 surety bond. The theft by shoplifting is a 1,000 surety bond, and simple assault is a 500 surety bond. That's going to be 2,500 surety. Stay away from the incident location on Virginia Avenue in East Point, and no contact with the two alleged victims. Next court date is going to be March 26. Position 21, Gregory White is accused of criminal trespass from March 13th of this year, 26 CR 1691J, and that's a waiver.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Howard, any priors?
94. We had them last Saturday.
Mhm.
Trespass.
Mm-hmm.
You want more?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Ms. Spear?
Yes, Your Honor. As you're aware, he was at 657 Boulevard Northeast. He had been told not to go there. He was criminally trespassed December 17th. And it's supposed to last through December 31st of this year, but there he was sleeping in the hallway. So we're going to ask that the $5,000 surety remain in ADET. Is that right? Nope, that's not right. Social worker visit, stay away from 657 Boulevard Northeast. No drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond.
Well, I think it was me, and I gave him a $50 cash bond. It didn't work. Ms. Armstrong, what would you like me to do today?
Judge, I would defer to the court.
$250 cash bond. Stay away from the incident location, the Bedford Pines, and we'll see him on March 26th. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. And last but not least, Jamal Williams received a $1,000 surety bond, reset date March 26th, along with his open case. All right, that concludes the calendar. Everyone, thank you so much. Deputy, thank you so much. And we will see you on Monday.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you again.
You too.
I just had a quick question for pretrial. Just in regards to Mr. Lindsay with his sister signing him out. How do you normally send the documentation so I can make sure she's in alignment to have it released?
Mr. Howard?
I have to find the link and email it to you.
Okay,
Hopefully I can find it though, but
He'll find it. He's done it in the past.
well, it's been in my recent email in the past, so I don't know. Let me look. I'll see if I got it.
Okay,
Otherwise,
do you
she
need-
just gonna need to go to the trailer, to the pretrial trailer. But she got to burn him out first before she even go do the cosign stuff. So
Okay.
I'll check it out in a minute.
So
Candace, Anthony, I got you.
once the surety bond posts on the jailing screen, then either she will be sent a link to sign the necessary documents for the for the cosigner, or she would need to go to the pretrial office. They have a small office right outside the jail. Is that where it is, Mr. Howard? Is it still there?
Yes.
Okay, it's right there on Wright Street before they even enter the
It's on Jefferson Street.
on Jefferson Street, sorry.
Okay.
And she'll see basically like a high school trailer place for pretrial services.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thanks,
If the
Judge. I
case
stepped
number-
away for a minute. I just want to say thanks so much. I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time.
Well, I've grown 3 inches taller and 10 pounds lighter, but all aspirational.
Oh, and Clemens number 3, that was a consent at level 2.
Yeah.
All right, so he's homeless, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. So just letting y'all know.
Well, Mr. Rhodes agreed to it, so that's who you send your email to. All right. Okay,
Let me know if
everyone.
we need to amend that, Ms. Armstrong. Thanks, Ms. Armstrong and Ms. Anthony.
All
Yes,
right,
thank you.
everyone.
Many
Be
thanks for
safe.
everyone's consideration.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Judge. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Ms. Bridgewater, let me know if I owe you anything. Bye.
Oh, you owe me a lot. Okay, take care, everyone.
Bye,
You
y'all.
too. Bye-bye. Bye, Ms. Champion. Bye, Denise.
Have a good day.